welcome to Horse and Hounds exclusive Hickstead Derby course walk with Ben Maher. Here we are at fence 1, the Cornishman. So Ben, when you come into this amazing arena and you're thinking about this first fence, how do you approach it?
Okay, you can tackle the first fence from either the left rein or the right rein. You want to have a nice balanced rhythm canter towards the first fence in the middle. When you've taken off over fence 1, you want to be looking sort of towards the Irish bank behind us there, because fence 2 is already there behind that bank, and it's a very big jump.
Unfortunately fence 2 isn't here today, but here we are at fence 3, the double of water ditches. So Ben, what's the big challenge here?
The approach to this third double combination fence is critical, and it's the first fence on the course that's going to be causing a lot of the problems. We're in the middle part between A and B now, and I'm just going to walk the stride in here so everybody can understand. I'm going to walk 2 paces, so this is where the horse should land, and then we walk 1, 2, 3, 4. Ultimately this is the place where we would like to take the horse to take off, and we always allow sort of 2 steps for the takeoff, so that's how I understand where I ask the horse to take off. Providing the horse doesn't spook or wobble at these ditches, ultimately we want to take off from this point, and he should clear the second part without a problem.
So the riders have jumped fence 4, the gate, and 5, the viaduct wall, before coming round fence 6, the privet hedge opposite.
As you can see, this white rail is false because the hedge is set behind it, which draws the horse in and can make a fault at the front rail here. Second problem is it's very, very wide, and the hedge, some horses can think that they can land on top of the hedge, which is when you get the horse trying to bank the jump. After this fence you follow on to the right lead to number 7, the road jump combination fence, where you jump onto the table, take 3 strides and then jump off of the table. It shouldn't cause too many problems for horses that have been around this course before. Again, for newcomers can become a problem.
The famous Hickstead Derby bank. Ben, I guess this is the biggest challenge on the course.
Yeah, it is. The approach is crucial, and obviously some horses can be slightly afraid of the bank. Nice straight approach, looking towards the small white derby rails at the top of the bank. It's a very important jump. It might be small, but it's easily to knock down. Okay, we're on the 12-foot high Hickstead Derby bank now. The horses have jumped the small derby rails at the top of the bank, which can cause some problems. The horse can sometimes knock the fence down because they're already anticipating the drop off of the bank, and I think they'll probably be one of the fences that fall down the most in the course.
Here we are at fence 10 on the course. This is the Devil's Dyke. So Ben, how do you ride this fence?
Okay, this is the fence that the riders will fear most on the course. It's the hardest fence to jump for both rider and horse. Ultimately you want to be having a nice distance to jump in, so the horse backs off and jumps the first part. A little bit of a kick for element B, the water ditch here in the middle, and then again hold the horse's head up and a big kick out for the big stretch over the third part, part C here.
After the Devil's Dyke, it's onto the water.
Okay, this is a big, wide, long water jump. Keep the horse pushed up, forward towards the jump. You have to pick up more pace. You'll see the horses coming quicker to this fence because it's very, very wide. The ultimate place is probably where we're stood for the horse to take off, as close as possible for them to reach out and jump the white tape to the other side. But with a good bit of riding, they should jump it fine without getting too wet. After this fence we go straight on in a straight line to the Hickstead Derby rails. Probably quite a famous jump on the course because you rarely see them in any other competition. Very hard to jump, and I think you'll try and see a lot of riders aiming towards the big posts that come up straight through the middle. It encourages the horse to back off and clear the rails a lot more easily than they would if you went for the smaller channel at either side.
So here we are, good way around the course. This is fence 13, the open ditch. Ben, how do you ride this fence?
This is a very big dry ditch in front here, probably 2 foot deep, with a 1.60 m vertical behind it. So it's quite a long reach for the horse, ready for this back rail, and this can cause a lot of problems in the Derby class.
After jumping the open ditch and the balustrades, it's on to the final fences on the course. The double of gates, and then the rustic spread, which will be approximately where we're standing now.
Yeah, we're at fence 15 and 16 now. The horses are getting very tired, losing concentration, so double of gates, very big double of gates, probably 1.60 m, and a big oxer coming out. So you never see the double of gates anymore. It's a very old-fashioned fence, and probably Hickstead is the only show in the world that still has that type of fence. So for horses that have jumped here, they're at a big advantage to some that maybe haven't jumped here before. It's very important once you've jumped into the first gate to push out. There's a big wide spread to come out, and the horses will tire, and it's important for the rider not to let them get lazy and just clip that last back rail coming out of that oxer there. Moving on to the last fence here, which will be behind us, the rustic oxer. It's a very big fence. It's quite daunting. They put a lot of bushes around the bottom of it and things. I don't think it causes too much problems normally. The horses are willing, they're running towards home, and a lot of horses would jump it clear normally. It's very important to get that last fence out of the way before you go through the finish, and you can celebrate for jumping a clear round.
You can keep in touch with all the action from the Hickstead Derby and the Hickstead Speed Derby on horseandhound.co.uk, and don't miss Horse and Hound's special Derby issue on sale Thursday the 3rd of July. Thank you for watching.